Getting down on a Friday. I'm your host Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. I've stared at my screen for a good 5 minutes trying to think of a clever segue into our first story, but I got nothing. Here, news is, first up, prosecutors have unveiled not one, not two, not three, but 4 new criminal charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, taking the grand total to, drumroll please, 12. These latest allegations surround bank fraud and focus on his donations to both Democrats and Republicans. SBF is accused of routinely using assets that belonged to FTX customers as interest-free capital, exposing them to massive undisclosed risks. It's claimed that his contributions were designed to ensure that politicians passed laws that were favorable to his company. Bankman-Fried's spokesman has refused to comment on the new charges, but given what's happened in the past, SBF will probably write a long-winded response himself and say all sorts of idiotic things that he really shouldn't. And you know what? I've given up telling this guy to stay quiet, so never stop talking, SBF. I want to see every single incriminating thing that has ever happened in your life on a Substack, okay? Anyway, even before these latest charges, the 30-year-old was facing 100 years in prison if convicted. Coinbase has unveiled plans to launch a new Layer 2 network on the Ethereum blockchain. The exchange hopes the platform, called Base, will attract 1 billion new users into the crypto economy. It aims to offer a low-cost and developer-friendly way of launching decentralized apps. Coinbase has insisted that it has no plans to issue a new token to accompany the L2 network. Base will aim to deliver cheaper Ethereum transactions and has a goal of making on-chain the next online. But despite this major announcement, Coinbase's share price did not budge. It's likely that those dinosaur investors on Wall Street don't know what any of this means. Even with the new network, Coinbase will end up facing a lot of competition from rival Layer 2s, including Bitcoin's Lightning Network. Kim Kardashian, Floyd Mayweather, and Paul Pierce are once again trying to get a class action lawsuit about Ethereum Max thrown out in court. The celebrities are being sued by aggrieved investors after they endorsed the altcoin on social media, with critics likening the cryptocurrency to a pump and dump scheme. A judge had initially thrown out the lawsuit back in December because investors just couldn't prove that they've seen their endorsements on Instagram and Twitter, but they were given the chance to resubmit. Kardashian had already paid a $1.26 million fine for endorsing Ethereum Max, and is banned from promoting crypto for 3 years. Paul Pierce, meanwhile, has reached a $1.4 million settlement with the SEC. Spotify is allowing a small number of bands to offer specially curated playlists that can be accessed using NFTs. Kingship, a supergroup that consists of 3 bored apes and a mutant ape, is taking part in the trial. Fans with Android phones who live in Britain, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and the US can get involved. In a tweet, Kingship said tunes from Queen, Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, and Led Zeppelin are included in their playlist. This will inevitably mean that fans will need to splash out for a non-fungible token to access the list of songs, but really, technically speaking, there's nothing that's going to stop anyone from creating a rival playlist with the same songs that could be accessed for free. And finally, a crypto investment firm with ties to a pair of UK parliamentary groups appears to have vanished, and investors now fear that they'll lose tens of thousands of pounds as a result. Phoenix Community Capital's alleged rug pull has the potential to leave British politicians embarrassed. Reports in The Guardian suggest that the company may have used Westminster connections to give a sheen of respectability. All-party parliamentary groups are relatively informal and tend to be run and funded by lobbyists. Phoenix's co-founder, Luke Sullivan, claims the news outlet has made a number of factual errors in its report, but failed to offer a further comment. The UK has unveiled plans to become a global crypto asset hub in recent months. And as I said on Wednesday, we're going to be testing out different cadences and voices for the outro. So today, ASMR. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. Do you like ASMR? Do you hate ASMR? Let us know in those comments below because I read them very quietly. Questions, better headlines, or crypto in general, you should probably ask Alex. Probably in the description below. Alex is a great resource for all things Web3 and the metaverse. And that about does it for today. Again, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your headlines. And ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. We'll see you next week.